So let's talk about conditionals. In previous videos, we have heard about the conditional 0, first conditional, second conditional, and third conditional. But when should we use each one of them? First, let's look at the examples. When I get paid, I feel happy. That happens all the time, right? You get paid, you get happy, right? But let's look at this one. If the boss likes my work, I will get a raise. That's highly probable, but not like certain. Let's check the second conditional. If I worked in a different place, I wouldn't be happy. Who knows? Maybe in another place I could be much happier. Who knows? And then the third one, if I had been more responsible, I would have finished my major faster. So let's take a look at those. First, when we use the zero conditional, we talk about situations that are facts or general truths. Okay? If you stay a lot of time in the sun, you get burned, right? You get a sunburn. So when I get paid, I feel really happy. That happens all the time. It's certain. Now, for the first conditional, we talk about situations that are possible, that are highly likely, right? So when you are in a good situation with your boss, you will get good results, maybe a raise, right? But this is just a possibility, right? It's not completely certain. Now, when we get to the second and the third, we talk about situations that situations that are in our imagination, right? These are unreal situations, hypothetical situations. Now that we can distinguish them, let's see when we can use them. For example, when we are talking about the past and it's an unreal situation, then we use third conditional. Keep that in mind. Every time that you create a conditional in the past, you should use third conditional. Now, if you have a situation in the present, you have two options. If it's a fact, a general truth, then you use zero conditional, but you can also use second conditional for present unreal situations. The same in the future. In the future, you can use second conditional here, right? And for an imaginary situation. And last but not least, if you are talking about the future, but it's something that is highly likely, highly possible, then you use first conditional. Okay, so maybe this and this can help you remember when to use which. Okay, now that we know in what situations I would use second or third or whatever, how do I create sentences using these conditionals? Well, for zero conditional, it's super simple. We usually use if or when. You're going to notice that if, we are going to use it in all of the conditionals. And we are going to create a sentence with present simple, and then the result will be with present simple too. Okay? When I get paid, I feel happy. Present, present. Now, if you're in the first conditional, it's pretty similar to the conditional 0, but in this case, you are going to start with present simple again, and then you create a sentence in future, usually with will. So, if the boss likes my work, I will get a raise. Okay? For second conditional, we go away from present and we start using past simple. Okay? So the clause is in past simple, but then our result is with would. Okay? If I worked in a different place, I wouldn't be happy. Remember, just because it's using past simple doesn't mean it's in past. Okay? This is just saying that the situation is in my imagination. Okay? And last but not least, third conditional is in the past, so we are going to use the perfect past. Okay? And the modal and the perfect modals. So it looks like this. If I had been more responsible, that's past perfect, had been past perfect. I would have, that's a perfect modal, I would have finished my major faster. Okay? So, another trick is that this is the past of this, and this is the past of this. Okay, guys? That's everything for today. See you soon.